Hi engineers! This video is all about SDC Verifier software, and this is going to be an exciting one, as I will show you how to build the parametric crane within less than 1 minute. And afterwards, we will apply FM load towards our crane. The load will be Multi Nodal Force. Okay, no more ramblings, let's get straight to the crane first. And here we have SDC Verifier launched. And in File section of the ribbon, expand Modeling Automation, Parametric Crane. Basically, it is quick and easy to build a model of a new crane for personal or education purpose by changing only the necessary geometry input. All the dimensions can be adjusted in this particular section. Okay, build curves function will create a geometry and predefined material and properties of a crane. A new model will be created each time the button is pressed. And after the geometry is built, you can set a mesh size. So the different elements will be created on the generated geometry. So the model is meshed. Now it's time to press Create Project to save the model to the file. Let's give it a number and a name. The user can fill in the engineer and customer details manually, but I'm about to load the information from library. Okay, here we go with the crane. And in Model section, we can check the properties of the crane. We can also turn on the thickness. Also, we can color it with, for example, property colors. Now, getting to FEM loads, to add them, right-click on FEM loads, add Multi Nodal Force. Multi Nodal Force load gives the possibility to apply a load with different nodes magnitude. Also, a certain number of loads can be created at once. And there are a few ways to define nodes with forces. First one, in row count, let's fill in, for example, 2 and press plus button. Force values can be inserted manually, as well as node IDs. Or the data can be filled in from the clipboard, and it must contain only numeric values. Then the number of rows that equal the number of nodes can be added with a selector. So I'm selecting Add manually, nodes. And I'm picking the nodes. Press OK. All selected nodes you can see were added, and the table was created automatically. Now, regarding Exclude Node option, it removes nodes from the table by picking them in the model. So let's try it. And you can see how convenient it was to remove them. To proceed with this step, you will have to press OK, but I need these nodes, so I'm pressing Cancel. In this case, the forces can also be filled in manually. Or there is an option force. And with the help of this option, you can set the same value, for example, 150, and select the required cells. Press that, and you can see the result. It is also possible to copy or paste the data from the clipboard, and also rows in this table can be copied or removed. Let's remove the upper ones we created with the help of row count. So I'm selecting these upper two and pressing remove. Okay, moving on to some other function. And with the help of amount of loads, it can be controlled how many loads will be created. By default, we have one load per node, but we can switch to separate load for each node, and then select all the nodes and press apply. As a result, each load has a separate node. Now, nodes per load, let's have, for example, two nodes per load. Press apply. Yeah, and we are expecting 3 loads that will have 2 nodes. What I would also like to mention is that rows with coincidental nodes are highlighted. So let's check how it appears. I will add 2 more rows in row count. And let's insert, for example, 2 identical node IDs. For example, 3. Now press OK. And we can see the message that coincident nodes were found and highlighted. So let's check let's change to 4, for example, and press OK. Yeah, and as been mentioned, we have 3 fam loads created. We can show full model. Now, on fam loads, select Convert Nodal Loads to Multi Nodal Forces. And the list of loads is shown, and let's select all of them. Nodal forces can be edited if needed, and all the adjustments can be carried out. What I would also like to show you is how to add the individual load to our crane based on the fam loads we have recently created. But before we do that, we need to create a constraint to our crane. So, right-click on Constraints, Add on Point. For convenience, I'm zooming in. And picking the point where we need our constraint. Okay, now the title fixed. And also standard type. Okay, go. Now right click on individual load. So we have our fam loads, constraints. Let's select all of them, press OK. And you can see that 3 individual loads were created. That's pretty much it for today. If you have any other questions on how to get started with SDC Verifier software, the online help on our website may come in handy. So go to Software section, Online Help. Help for SDC Verifier. Thank you for watching. Hit the button and subscribe to our channel. Years to come.